Hi guys, so today I have something super exciting. How about one of the fastest medium format lenses ever made? I'm of course talking about the Mamiya C-Corsi 80mm 1.9 and just like check this thing out. That is a really fast lens. And what's also really cool about it is that Christopher Nolan used it in The Dark Knight. And he adapted it to an IMAX camera. That's not what we're gonna do today, but we are gonna take a look at how you can get this old medium format lens working on a modern mirrorless system. So without further ado, the Mamiya C-Corsi 80mm 1.9 and its friends on a modern mirrorless system. Here we go. Alright, to provide you guys with a bit of context why I bought this lens in the first place, I saw a really cool video by the YouTuber Media Division. They cover all the bases, so I don't feel that I need to get super in depth on this lens. You can just check out their video. But to provide more sort of context, as I really like to do for you guys, there's sort of been the trend, like with the 50mm 1.4 mirrorless that I have here, it's a super nice manual lens. It has all the bells and whistles that you want from a modern lens system. It's tack sharp, almost tack sharp, wide open. It has superb contrast, super nice color rendition, extremely good flare resistance. But then again, some projects don't need that type of image. In fact, they may require the exact opposite. And this is sort of the trend that's going on in Hollywood right now, that you either get old 70s lenses that I have right here and rehouse them, because as with this thing will give you a very clinical modern image, this will do the exact opposite. Whereas this doesn't flare almost at all, or unless you really provoke it, this flares all over the place. Whereas this is almost tack sharp wide open, this thing is super soft. Now it does sharpen up really fast already at the 2.8, but you sort of get the gist of where I'm going with this, that, you know, different tools for different situations. And I'm super happy that I found one of these used, so I have that in my toolkit for when the situation requires it. And I also like these old, like super fast lenses, because they sort of challenge you as a creative to do stuff, get out of your comfort zone, and maybe do images that you wouldn't normally produce. Now, to get this thing working on your modern mirrorless system, you need something like this. The Kipon Baveyes Mamiya 645 adapter to, you know, name your modern mirrorless lens mount of choice. Now, not only will this Speedbooster give you one extra stop of light, but it will also give you a focal reduction of 0.7, making your 80mm effectively more like a 55, I think, 1.3. So very close to my daily driver size Milvus as far as aperture and focal length go. But enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys are really curious how this lens looks. So without further ado, here is the Mamiya 80mm 1.9 on the Sigma FP. Enjoy. So I just couldn't help myself when I started collecting these lenses, and the first lens I actually bought was this 112mm f4 macro lens. And what is really nice with this lens in particular, as opposed to some other macro lenses that I used, is that the focus ring stays in the same position. Some other macro lenses will rotate with the extending barrel, making them impossible to use with a follow focus or focus motor. This does not, so you can do some really cool macro push-in shots with this lens, and it has a very similar character to the 80 and the 45mm that I had, so the image matches really good. And to sort of complete my set, I bought the 80mm 1.9 as part of a set with this 40mm 2.8. Now for 70 lens, this is actually pretty sharp already at a wide open at a 2.8, which I do really enjoy. Now, one thing to look out for when you buy these old lenses is that they're sort of well maintained if you can find one, and because it's quite hard to find somebody that has the knowledge to actually service almost now 50-year-old lenses. Alright you guys, that is it for the Mamiya Sikorsky 645 lens set. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Consider subscribing to my channel for more video gear, reviews, camera tips and tricks, as well as some photography philosophy. But that is it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.